score increases to 24 points to the visitors down here in Welisara.
So as we expected, we are now having the showers opening up. Based on the wind and the clouds, it seems like there's more to come. Unfortunately, heavy breeze across the ground. Habbies with possession, need to get their exit right. Still pinned inside their half. Navy adding pressure on the fringe. Madhuanta now with the kick. Virasinghe covers it, collects it, gives it to Kongahawatta to use his left boot, and this time Kongahawatta finds space. That's a good kick, but Rifan is there to cover. Rifan's kick manages to go out of the field of play, but Navy will have a line out just outside the 22-meter mark, so that's a good net gain there by Navy. A good measured kick by Kongahawatta, a flat kick that found space. So Navy with a crucial line out here. They need to get the line out right. They did have a few occasions where they lost possession of this field of play, but there you go, Shem Mendes, brilliantly done, stealing possession of that line out. That's what he's known for, bringing his line out game from school season, which he played for Wesley, captaining the Wesley side in fact this season. Habbies with a brilliant kick there. Madhuanta, in fact that was Sandesh, is also another brilliant kicker, so they have plenty of kickers within their ranks. A brilliant kick sees them bring play into the halfway mark.
Brilliant work once again from Havelock Sports Club to get out of jail. They've been a whole different side after conceding 2 tries in quick time. Probably just a wake-up call, but this time around the successful line out for a Navy. High-hanging kick. Samuel Madhuanta not being able to get it cleanly, but still manages to get it out of the way. There's another clearance, not the best of clearances.
So Navy with another line out. They were here a couple of minutes back. They gave away possession of that line out, and Shem Mendes will be on the prowl here to steal this line out yet again. Floated line out this time. Navy collect the cleanly. Flat pass to his player Shenaka. The big no argue. His man on the spot. Kongahawatta switching play back to the same direction where the ball came off from. Abdullah Fadil dragging his man ground. Oh, that's nasty collision between several players there. 4 players taken out of that move. The medics rushing onto the scene. One of the Habbies players have managed to get up, but there's 3 more players on the ground. 1 more Navy player seems to be back on his feet. Seems to be okay, but there are 2 more players. Unfortunately, we do not have any replays, but I just felt that even though it was the Habbies player who was taken out in the air, it was the Navy player who bore the hit there. Not a good sight to see. Hopefully both players are okay. And once the two players landed, I felt that is where the other two players got involved. Fortunately, you cannot see who the two players are. And the Navy player seems to be in a spot of bother, like we said. He seemed to have brought the full force of that collision. They've already signaled for a stretcher. And the referee has awarded a yellow card to the player as well, though he is being stretchered off. Seems the Havi's player is okay. He's on his feet. But the Navy player has been stretchered off. He's been given a yellow card as well, so Navy will not be able to make any substitution for this injury. And we'll have to be playing with 14 men for the next 10 minutes.
Indeed, at the stroke of half time, not what you like to see. Navy Sports Club, the Warriors will mount on. Short man line out, cleverly done. Intercepted pass. Navy Sports Club, surely conditions coming into play. Dropping that ball like a bar of soap. As referee Alexander whistles for half time here at Welisara. It's been a very interesting first half of play for both these sides as they kick-start their season for the 2024-2025 year. As the players head to the changing rooms as the rain comes down as well here at Welisara. We will go into a quick commercial break and be back with the second half action on the other side. Stay tuned with the Papare.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Merkarana. Beat a remake karana tavena. Hada wada bawala yana gitna fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki tolena. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
And you can watch this action-packed test series
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
England are coming.
This time, it's going to be bouncy.
Fantastic pressure from New Zealand.
It's going to be pacey.
Wickets are tumbling and they strike at the perfect time.
and you can watch this action-packed test series
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason.
I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Merkarana. Beat a remake karana tavena. Hada wada bawala yana gitna fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki tolena. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Spicy fun by Rugby Merkarana. Beat a remake karana tavena. Hada wada bawala yana gitna fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki tolena. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Merkarana. Beat a remake karana tavena. Hada wada bawala yana gitna fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki tolena. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all three formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
And you can watch this action-packed test series
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
Live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
England are coming.
This time, it's going to be bouncy.
Fantastic pressure from New Zealand.
It's going to be pacey.
Wickets are tumbling and they strike at the perfect time.
And you can watch this action-packed test series
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
Live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you. Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Hot and spicy, fun by Rugby Marakaranga. Beat take a remake, Karanga, Tavinda. Havelock Bawalayana, give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kutumi, Kiki Karanga. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda matang, prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all three formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Hot and spicy.
We'll come back to live coverage from Welisara for the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League 2024-2025 season. And if you have just tuned in, we are here for the Navy Sports Club taking on Havelock Sports Club. It's been a very interesting first half as the second half kicked things off Navy Sports Club. It was Navy who started off on high in that opening 20 minutes or so. But at the latter part of the first half, it was Havelock Sports Club who stormed back into the game. But haven't started off well as they think the kick going out on the full. So an early promising signs for the host here.
So the lessons learned for Havelock should be to not play a lot of rugby inside their own half. Heavies, unfortunately, kicking that out on the full and conceding possession. And that ball has been brought to ground. And Navy will still have possession though. Ball available. Ball comes out. Kongahawatta switch to his player inside. No way through. Brilliantly read there. And there you go. Good turnover there. Zar Abdullah Pfizer over the ball. Unfortunately, we just cannot get the number. But Navy concede possession early on. The kicking game, the possession game, as well as the territorial game is going to play a crucial role here. With the rain coming down, conditions now completely wet. It's a damp ground now. Fajruddin with the throw in. Rifan. Ball was out, but not rolling away, so the referee does award the penalty for Havies. And Madhuwanta, here we go. Well, I thought for a second that was he signaling for the post, but in fact he was just checking with his bench whether to go for 3 points. And he got the signal. That's just too far out, and to go for the line out. Ends up bringing the play into the 22. The Navy player had that covered, but just couldn't read it correctly, and Havi is now with the line out. Fajruddin with the throw in. This time they opt for the number 4 line out, and Navy bringing that down before that line out was complete. In fact, before the player came down. So the referee is playing advantage. Havi's forwards rumbling it forward. That's a good break there by Thiven Pereira. No advantage, so the referee will come back for the initial penalty. And quite some distress to have his player here, clutching his ankle. Seems. I think that is Fajruddin on the floor. So Madhuwanta just punts it across. They'll have a line out in the red zone. Navy will desperately want to defend this. Line out is good. Shem Mendes collects it. Brilliantly done. The rolling maul is brought to a halt there by the Navy defense. Close quarter battle now here between the forwards. Havi is trying to rumble this way through. That's Shenal Dilaka. In fact, here's Shenal Dilaka going forward. Powers his way through forward. and scores a brilliant try there. Got the ball at pace. Brilliant leg drive through the player. And with that, Javi is extending their lead.
Another commercial bank try time for the visitors. 29 points to 18. As 11-point buffer in favor of the visitors this time around. Once again, it is Samuel Madhuwanta with the kicking tee. Not successful, as he misses out on an important 2 points, you can say, but still a substantial lead for Havelock Sports Club over the host down here in Welisara.
Surprising miss there because he got the difficult ones right, and then perhaps maybe the easiest kick of the evening, he manages to miss it, but it does happen to the best. Maybe just need to settle things down and make an immediate entry back into the game. They've conceded the lead and now it's drifting away from them. 29 plays 18, plenty of time left in the game, but just need to settle things down. A lot of missed tackles now. Javis can sense that they've got the edge over the Sailors now. There you go, the kick brilliantly followed up by Sandesh. Taps it backwards. Navy players ball watching. Here's Thiven Pereira. Take it into contact. Rifan to Madhuwanta. It's a good break there by it's Shenal Silva. Shenal Dilaka throws the pass out to Sandesh. Here's Fajuddin on the corner. In fact, that's Shatura Dilshan, the number 8 in the corner, powering his way through. And Navy conceding back-to-back tries, and this game is certainly drifting away from them now.
Indeed, two quick commercial bank tries for Havelock Sports Club, who will now just want to go through the faces as Samuel Madhuwanta lines up another 2 points.
Well, there you go. He missed a sitter early on and then nails the absolute brilliant conversion of the far left. That's Samuel Madhuwanta for you, and Havelocks extending their lead further. Madhuwanta collecting the ball off the restart, delivers it interest. Navy number 8 has it covered. Here's Madhuwanta, finds Tilna Virasinghe. They decide to shift. Kongahawatta high up and under, challenging kick. Ball is loose, but Javi still managed to retain possession. A good break by the forwards, finding support. Javi is retaining possession, and unfortunately Rifan knocking that forward. Referee playing advantage. Quick ball would help Navy here. They've got men on the outside. They need to send this out wide. Kongahawatta finds the man, but it's dropped cold. So but the referee will go back for the initial knock on there. So that's what we mentioned. Slippery conditions, not going to be easy. You've got to put a lot of extra effort. Just focus on the catch and pass to judge the high ball and decide when to float those passes around the park. And Navy seems are back to their full complement of 15 players. They have been able to make a substitution for that injury they received, and it's Chanaka Jailat who has made his way to the field. Here's Madhumadeva. Tilnavira Singh running across. Navy retain possession. They've got to speed things up. Here's Konga Hawatta, and there you go. That's, could say, careless by, I think that was Stefan Gregory, number 4. Had time but just lost focus there and dropped the ball cold. And the time has been stopped as we have another Navy player on the deck. So after that initial foray or attacking threat by Navy, where they took a surprise lead, you would say, Havies have just got things back under control. Mistakes by Navy not helping their cause as well, but Havies have really managed to pounce on those mistakes and really tighten the screws and improved a lot within this game itself. And they've managed to retake the lead and then extend it to a commanding one. Perhaps the next score will be crucial, because if Havies manage to score again, it'll really make things challenging for the Sailors, regardless of being it a try or a penalty.
Mohamed Rifan to feed in the scrum for the Park Club. Number 8 breakout gives it to Mushin Falil, who still keeps position. Rifan to tries to go on his own, but drops the ball forward. As a referee Alexander draws back play to that initial knock forward infringement. As once again another Navy player in some discomfort on the ground. It's not been an easy day for the hosts here. It's been a pretty difficult couple of seasons as well. As surely another long season ahead of the Sailors.
Well, this time it's going to be another. This time the disadvantage for Navy will be this is one of the important players, Isuru Konga, who has hit the deck.
He's been instrumental in all the good things Navy has done today, Hisham. So probably a big blow, hopefully just for this game for Navy.
Was not in the correct position to in that tackle attempt on Mushin Falil. Big hit on him, really bore the brunt of it, but that's good to see he's back on his feet. The referee perhaps need to check with the doctor if he's allowed to play. If he's allowed or to, he should go out for an HIA. Well, the referee has given him a blue card. Knock on the head. So now Navy will be forced to make another replacement within their back division. So it will be either Chiranta Kaluarachi They've lost 2 players already, Navy, due to injuries. Yellow card off that subsequent injury. Saw them conceding another 2 tries as well. Now things looking really bleak, just as it is. These overcast conditions for Navy.
It's again a good line out as big hits coming in from this Havelock Sports Club forwards unit, who's been bossing the game over. As once again Shehan Silva to Mushin Falil, who drops the ball. Not the best of collections, and in conditions like this it can be tough for the players as well. An important scrummage coming in favour of Navy Sports Club to get out of jail. As Havelock Sports Club make a change in the forward pack. Former skipper Azmir Fajuddin being replaced by Christian Dilal. Salih Kumar and co will opt to shuffle the pack around in these final stages of the game. We have 30 minutes or so as well, but the game looks quite far out for Navy Sports Club. There's a decent clearance kick from Navy Sports Club, takes them down to the halfway mark.
So Christian Delisle, usual third row player, now playing as a front rower, playing at hooker. Goes short, but that was an awful line out. It was not straight. Navy and making another substitution. Madhumadhav being replaced. Sharai Manka now taking over the halfback duties.
Both halfbacks are being replaced as Harusha Pereira is being brought on for Mohammad Rifan, who's had a decent game in that halfback position. Navy Sports Club worked that line beautifully.
He's taking it into contact, but not being unable to cross the gain line there. Deep kick. Madhuvanda covers it well, calls for the mark, trying to just slow things down. Why not? They're in the lead. They've got the bonus point as well. Just keep things simple. Try to play from there onwards. Madhuvanta kicks it out on the 4. So a line out just on the halfway mark for Navy. They're opting for a five-man line out here. Woeful line out there by Navy. Both the lineouts on this territory being fumbled by both teams. So once again, it will be a scrum this time for Havelocks. And a good position to launch an attack here off the base. First things first, they've got to get some good clean ball here off this scrum. Haru Shapira with the feed in. Ball comes out. Here's Rajaratna. Harusha, ball is lost, but finds the hands of Chatur Dilshan. Sanjay Styrikuma reversing that move. The kick was from charged or rather blocked. Ball is loose, it's all over the pass. It's referee playing advantage, perhaps for an intentional knock on. Referee will want to consult his touch judge. Of course, the rain now pouring down here at Welisara.
No, so if they start the match again, they'll play the half, or they can play again start again.
Navy now with the feed in. In fact, rather, it's Havelocks with the throw in. Delisle. This time it's contested by Navy. It's been smothered. It's a knock forward as well. So the referee is playing advantage for Navy. The ball is just thumped across. And but it's a pressure relieving kick rather. Brings play out of the 22. Found good distance there. Pressure kick. But Habbies will have another line out. But with that said, it's also pressure on Delisle now, who has not been successful with both the line outs since coming on. So front row and Shanal Silva. Shanal Dilaka being replaced. Chalna Samnayaka is the player who comes in. Navy decide to run with the ball inside their 22, but then again think otherwise and kick it across. Here's Madhuvanta, fine space. Here's Vinupasana Viratna. Habbies with still possession. Here's Sandesh, a flat ball to Delisle. Habbies on the roll. Here's their skipper, Abdullah. Decides to put the chip in. That's a good kick. That's a brilliant score by Havelocks. A beautifully measured kick there. And credit has to be given. I think it was Rajaratna on the wing, because he didn't panic even though he reached for the ball. Just let it bounce, waited for it, read it well, and then decided to collect it clean and then score it on the corner flag. That was a brilliant try. And Happy is with that, extending their lead.
Indeed, another commercial bank try time. This time, Jayatharaj Ratna joins the party for Havelock Sports Club. His second try, rather, in the game. Second commercial bank try. As Samuel Madhuanta steps up for another conversion kick. And the add-ons added. As we saw earlier, he gets the tough ones in. Samuel Madhuanta increases the Havelock Sports Club lead to 43 points to 18. Plenty of work for the hosts, as they are surely, slowly and steadily getting out of reach. Brilliant kick once again. Gets that kick to that almost halfway mark, and a brilliant boot in him as well. Samuel Madhuanta being one of the standout players this evening for Havelock Sports Club. Nevertheless, a throw-in in favour of Navy Sports Club. Messy line out once again, but looks like Havelock Sports Club have knocked that on. So a scrummage in favour of the hosts. It hasn't been easy going for them in the second half. They haven't been able to add any points from that first 40 minutes. Monkey Sharif feeds in the scrum as the Navy work that line beautifully. Experienced Veera Singh putting that ball out, but job well done by the replacement halfback from Havelock Sports Club to bundle that Navy Sports Club player into touch. Harusha Pereira being brought on in place of Mohammad Rifan. He's been brilliant since coming on for the Park Club. So once again, Christian Delisle with the line-out duties. A three-man line-out opted by Havelock Sports Club. Again, a brilliant line out, worked out well as a replacement to Darul Akshan. Storms into that. Once again, brilliant work by Navy Sports Club. They opt for that quick tap. Have been in the range of Thiruveera Singh for an important 3 points. Which points haven't been coming easy for the hosts. Penalty after penalty being conceded by Havelock Sports Club. Imanka with a quick tap. Messy ball out there, but nevertheless managed to keep on position Navy. Navy Sports Club going through the phases now. This is what they haven't been able to do all game after that 2 quick commercial bank tries. They haven't been able to keep hold of position. It's been all Havelock Sports Club. Referee Alexander going back to that initial infringement. Once again opted for that tap is Imanka Ishara. Long cutout pass. As Navy still trying to search for their first points in this second half. Once again, brilliant yards in by Navy. Advantage being played by referee Alexander. Strong defensive line of Havelock Sports Club as well. Just meters away are the hosts. Can they get over for the first time in the second half? Advantage after advantage being played by referee Alexander. And it's a first commercial bank try in the second half for Navy Sports Club. As Thilnavir Singh tries to get things off quickly, as the add-ons being added as well. So 25 points to 43 as we enter the final 16 minutes or so. A mountain to climb, you can say, for Navy Sports Club, but you just can't write them off.
Well, like you said, maybe it's just too much for Navy to make a comeback for, but that's something which they're lacking throughout this game. Phases after phases after phase, retained possession, kept piling on the pressure, put some territorial advantage as well, and then scoring that try. Around 30 minutes to go, maybe another try perhaps might change the mood here within the stadium, but Havies seem to be good enough team to know how to control this game.
Indeed, Havelock Sports Club finished third place last season. Surely will want to go one better or go all the way this time around in the watchful guidance of Coach Salya Kumar. It's a thumping kick. Good take, good collection from former Vidyartha player. Now the penalty being won by Navy, who have taken it quickly. Once again trying to catch this defense of Havelock Sports Club napping. Thilnavir Singh opting to touch as a decent touch finder, as a big opportunity for these forwards of Navy Sports Club to try and make something out of this line out throw. Looks like they're missing the presence of the skipper, Gregory. Once again, a clean line out, forming that driving maul. Navy Sports Club, but a very strong defensive line of Havelock Sports Club. Haven't been able to do well this time around, as Navy Sports Club just inches away. But a good turnover by Havelock Sports Club. Just too good in this occasion. That's a frustration holds on Navy Sports Club. It's been a tough going for them. It was Havelock Sports Club who went ahead early on in the game. First couple of minutes or so. Then out of nowhere it was Navy. Got two quick commercial bank tries. But then from there on it was all Havelock Sports Club. Once again, infringements going against Navy. Haven't been disciplined enough in important interceptions in the game. As a thumping kick down by Samuel Madhuanta, who's been brilliant with the boot this evening for the visitors down here in Welisara. It's not been easy conditions for a kicker. The wind was quite heavy in that first half. But as the rain comes down, it's been the forwards of Havelock Sports Club who have bossed the majority of this game. Once again opted for that quick tap, showing some urgency. Navy Sports Club. And not what you want here for Havelocks, just conceding penalties meaninglessly. And it will be Samuel Madhuanta who will head to the sin bin for the next 10 minutes, as he will finish off the game in the sin bin. And after having quite a decent game in this opening game of the season, Samuel Madhuanta will spend the rest of the game in the sin bin. Once again, a brilliant touch find is something to work with for Navy. It hasn't been easy going for them, but probably try and get another try in and put some pressure on this Havelock Sports Club side.
Important line out here for Navy. Got the line out right. The rolling mauls being brought to a halt there by the Heavies players. The ball is still alive on the Navy side. Now it's up to their forwards. Going sideways. Brilliant defense by Havelocks. That's a brilliant turnover there by Havelocks. Winning the close quarter battles. Just what Havelocks needed, just to slow things down. they've got a healthy enough lead to see off this game anyway.
A decent touch finder from that left boot of Harusha Pereira, if I'm not mistaken.
Delisle with the throw in. Seems like the referee has stopped play. Good line out win there by Havelocks. But the play is well read by Navy. Good defense, driving the Havelocks player behind. So no real gain there off that move for Havelocks. Harusha now with the box kick. That's a knock forward there by the Navy player. And that's a good read by Dinupa Sanivratna, but he's chased all the way and has been brought down. Ball is available. Havelocks need to send this out wide. Smothering work there and a knock forward in the process as well. So the referee is playing advantage now for offside as well as that knock forward. Havis with possession. They've got numbers on the outside. They've got space as well. The referee stopping play. It seems like a head injury. Rightly so. So Navy see off that threat immediately. We said not the ideal conditions here. Waterlogged, not waterlogged actually, but a wet pitch. It seems that was Tivain Pereira in the number 4 position, number 4 jersey rather.
Youngster coming off the school season as well as he makes his first appearance with the Havelock Sports Club. Good to see two school leavers in the recently concluded Dialog Schools Rugby League as well in this Havelock Sports Club. Starting 15, we had Shem Mendes and Tivain Pereira, who have done decently well for their first outing with the senior pros.
match finders and creating.
Harusha Pereira feeds in that scrum. Number 8 break by Chatru Dilshan. Couldn't get it cleanly, but nevertheless, Christian Dilal this time around drops that ball forward. The conditions surely coming into play here. As scrummage in favour of Navy Sports Club coming up. An opportunity for them to get out of jail.
Down to 13.
Huh?
How yellow card?
Who?
He's on yellow card, so they've been up 13.
Who got it?
5.
Havelock Sports Club rather going down to 13 men. This time Jonathan Fernando spend the rest of the game in the sin bin as we approach the final 2 minutes or so on our clock. But it is referee Alexander's clock which matters. Can say it's a one-sided affair, but Navy Sports Club have given Havelock Sports Club a run for their money. 43 points to 25 looks quite a comfortable win. But surely this Havelock Sports Club unit were tested in a brilliant way to kick things off for the Park Club, as the Sailors will mount on another defeat. As they work that line, Thilna Veerasinghe caught by one of the Jai Vikramas, Sudesh Jai Vikrama this time. Once again, turnover ball. This time around, Rajaratna. Can his brother collect it? But nevertheless, but it's full time here in Welisara, as the Havelock Sports Club have quite comprehensively beaten Navy Sports Club in the season opener of this Mastercard Inter-Club Rugby League 2024-2025 season. A convincing win for the Park Club, as another defeat arose for Navy Sports Club in their own den. Saw a brilliant game of rugby in very testing conditions, you can say. And the light dims here at Welisara as you see the full-time score confirmation. Can say a quite comprehensive win for Havelock Sports Club, 43 points to 25. And Brilliantly done for the visitors, taking the trip down to Welisara. We had 2 games being played yesterday. F was beat CHNFC quite comprehensively in Ratmalana, and then Panagoda game didn't continue as for the weather conditions down there. As the news is that only the first half was being played, where Army Sports Club were in the lead over Police Sports Club 8 points to 5. And tomorrow we have the new kids take on one of the most prolific clubs in the country, Candy Sports Club versus Sri Lions in Nittawala tomorrow, 15th December, 3:45 p.m. onwards. You can catch all the live action from the Papare. And as we say goodbye here from Welisara, as we apologize once again for the technical difficulties in the opening 15 minutes. But nevertheless, it's good to be back in the club rugby segment, as we will say goodbye and see you until we meet again.
Spicy fun by Rugby Marakaranga. Beat the remake Karanga Tavinda. Havelock Welisara give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Kolena. Prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
And you can watch this action-packed test series,
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
Live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
England are coming.
This time, it's going to be bouncy.
Fantastic pressure from New Zealand.
It's going to be pacey.
Wickets are tumbling and they strike at the perfect time.
And you can watch this action-packed test series,
New Zealand versus England, starting Thursday, 28th of November, early mornings,
Live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us?
We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
2 objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang muda matang, 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 matang muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima Kotumi Fun Tamai.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe Rugby merakaranga. Beat එක remake කරන්න නැත වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න beat මර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe Rugby merakaranga. Beat එක remake කරන්න නැත වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න beat මර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.